ServSafe Recertification Mod 7 and 8 exam questions. Common risk factors for foodborne illness. Purchasing food from unsafe sources, failing to cook food correctly, holding food at incorrect temperatures, using contaminated equipment, and practicing poor personal hygiene. What are 3 steps that must be taken when implementing active managerial control? Identify risks, corrective action, and training. Food has been hot held for 4 hours, and its internal temperature is 127 F. What should you do? Throw it out. What is the maximum amount of time that refrigerated food that was prepped on site can be kept in a vending machine? 7 days. How can kitchen staff protect ready-to-eat food when handling it? Wear gloves, use tongs or other utensils, use deli sheets. What is the purpose of a food safety management system? Prevents foodborne illness by controlling risks and hazards. What is the risk factor for foodborne illness for a pie prepped on the same cutting board as raw meat? Using contaminated equipment. What system is specially focused on controlling the 5 common risk factors for foodborne illness? Active managerial control. A pest management program is an example of what type of program? Food safety. What are the conditions for holding hot food without temperature control? Food must be held at 140 F or higher before removing from temp control. Label with time to throw out, 4 hours later from time it was put out. Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point, HACCP. A type of food safety management system. HACCP identifies major hazards at specific points within a food's flow through the operation, prevents, eliminates, and reduces hazards to safe levels, based on a written plan specific to the operation. Where allowed, how many hours can hot TCS food be held without temperature control before it must be sold, served, or thrown out? 4 hours. Can you serve hot or cold food without temperature control to high-risk population? No. A plating area contains 4 different pans of TCS food. How many spoons must be available to the kitchen staff? 4. How long can you hold cold food without temperature control? Up to 6 hours. What food items can be displayed in a self-service area without the use of packaging, sneeze guards, or a display case to protect them from contamination? Nuts in the shell. When hot holding food, what is the longest time allowed between temperature checks? Every 4 hours. How long can you hold hot food without temperature control? Up to 4 hours. How can managers show that they know how to keep food safe? By becoming certified in food safety. What are the conditions for holding cold food without temperature control? Food must be 41 F or lower before removing from refrigerator. There must be a card saying when it was put out and when it must be discarded. It must never get above 73 F. What is a food safety management system? A group of practices and procedures intended to prevent foodborne illness, and practices that actively control risks and hazards throughout the flow of food. What are the steps for implementing active managerial control? Identify risks, monitor, corrective action, management oversight, training, re-evaluation. Checking to see if staff is following food safety procedures demonstrates which step in active managerial control. Management oversight. How can active managerial control be achieved in an operation? Delivering food safety training to employees, supervising employees' food handling practices, incorporating standard operating procedures into food handling practices. Which part of the plate should a food handler avoid touching when serving customers? Top.